Hey everyone, welcome to the Mastermind Book Club. We're here tonight going over an important book, which Charles Comer is going to tell us more about. Charles?
Good evening, everyone. Today, our book title is The Little Money Bible by Stuart Wilde. In the book, he discusses the 10 laws of abundance. In the book, Stuart also covers the laws of physical and metaphysical plans that gives you action steps to a better life. The most important thing is to align yourself with the God force that's within you. Abundance is our birthright. Beloved, the Bible says, Beloved, I wish above all things that you may prosper and be in good health, even as your souls prosper. Empowering yourself is the key. To love yourself and to believe in yourself is most important.
Thank you, Charles. That's beautiful what you just said there.
Right.
Beautiful. Thank you. Martha?
Yeah, good evening, everyone. We have a few laws from Stuart Wilde. The first one is the money and distance. We put it in our conscious mind, we are separate from money. We distant our goals sometimes, and sometimes we will separate from rich people to think poor. That's where decision, that's where choice. But we have to think it where belong with rich people if we deserve to have a big house, great cars, and great life. And the second one is abundance is natural. You have to a mindset, allow the attraction, believe in yourself. We belong to Mother Nature. We not separate, we're together and work together. Another one is creation value for
Well,
others.
let's leave some for everybody else.
And the second one is the art of concentration. But to energy, give it efforts, give the best we can, and we belong to them and then belong to us. Another thing he said, make a list to improve how you improve yourself.
Thank you. Thank you, Martha. It's a lot. It's a lot. Thank you very much. Gina, just unmute yourself, Gina.
I'm sorry.
Yeah, I feel like Martha, I want to capture it all, Martha. There you go. So I'm going to talk about what he said about not going into new debt, about being able to attract money. He said to, stay away from using credit cards and try to use cash as much as possible. Of course, sometimes we have to, travel and we might want to use a credit card for, like, say we want to rent a car or something like that. But he even suggested, and I was thinking, say what? Put $1,000 cash in your pocket. Who does that kind of thing? But it sounds very interesting. Oh, look at that. Whoa, a couple of people here already. Well, awesome. I was thinking, whoa. So he was like, don't worry about you're losing it. Just make sure that you have that kind of, money in your pocket. And I guess money attracts money, like attracts like. So that's the idea. Just don't go into debt. If you are, get out somehow. If you have to even file for bankruptcy, get out of debt and carry that cash in your wallet.
Beautiful. Beautiful. Gina, the reality is that we fear carrying lots of money in general. But the reality is, if you're fearing carrying lots of money in general, then you're fearing carrying
money.
A lots of money in general, meaning
you're fearing money. Yep.
You're fearing money. And there's nothing wrong with that if you don't want it to be wrong. But what is the original goal of this book? To attract money, to be aware of how much your potential can be. So fearing it is not a good response.
If you will allow me, David, I was listening to this Mind Valley, a Vishen, I think his name is, just the other day. And he was saying that we ask questions like to trick our minds. We ask questions like, wow, why is money so attracted to me? You know, instead of saying money is attracted to me because our minds will say something like, oh, no, it's not. We say, why am I so rich? Why, why am
Yes.
I living in such a world of abundance? Something really that makes us kind of excited. So anyway,
Correct,
just
correct,
appreciate it.
correct.
Yeah.
Ty, would you like to add what Gina just said beautifully, and Martha and Charles?
Who, me? You said me?
That's right.
Sure. Actually, like to add to what Gina and Martha said, I would also like to say, I got that he was saying to us to just make sure that we don't distance ourselves from others, and to make sure that we also include yourself into everything as far as what you want to be involved in, especially if it's like our $1 million circle. I'm going to use $1 million club or something like that, just to include yourself and not have the mindset. If you come from somewhere where the people didn't think like that, you have to train your own mind to think that way. So that's what I got, and it was a beautiful lesson. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you. Beautiful. It is a beautiful lesson. It is. Reggie.
Yes, and speaking about the money Bible, the little money Bible, what I'll speak to is the fact of, if we will align ourselves to the metaphysical, spiritual, emotional, and godly principles or energy that the planet has, we'll be able to better gain money, in a sense of become wealthy or be wealthy or just grow, because money is really just energy. And so we just have to get ourselves into that energy state. And this is where it's on us to make sure that we're resonating and vibrating at a frequency that harmonizes what money is. And so what this book also spoke to is the fact that this is not supposed to be a struggle. In fact, struggle is actually against nature, and we're supposed to be in alignment with nature. And if we're in alignment with nature, we're not struggling. We're going along with the ebbs and flows of nature, and we're able to then get what nature allows us to get. So what we have to do is basically break away from whatever it is that's keeping us from that nature, and get ourselves back to that state, so that we're able to then attract and be and have and do all of what it is that we can have, attract, and be, based on the fact that we're being in the place that we are in terms of the energy state.
Thank you, Reg. Beautifully said. And I just want to say one thing. Everyone said something very powerful, but I'm going to come in from the reality. Rich or poor, smart or illiterate, you can be rich. You can even be a nasty person. You can be rich. But only the honest person will have the better logical life, whether it's in this world or the next. And Stuart Wilde explains this. But then the other thing is that the more we want, the reality is that the probability is that the more you're going to have to work for it. If that's what you're willing to do, this book explains both of these connotations, as well as what you all said, on how to expand on them. So from the Mastermind Book Club, we're grateful for this book. Thank you, Reggie, for recommending it. And I hope that you get a chance to listen to it again on your own, or this summary provides a more powerful statement so that you can go over it leisurely or more than once until you master parts of this and be able to attract more money into your life, because it is possible, but it takes time, and it takes repetition, and it takes focus, and it takes many other things, but little by little, you get there, not all in one gulp. Take care. This is the Mastermind Book Club signing off. Until next week, when we'll review another empowering book.